Hey guys, what's up and welcome to a new Tesla update video. So today again, we're going to be talking about the Tesla stock price and get an idea as to what's happening, what's going to happen next and all that good stuff. So if you guys enjoy, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Make sure you turn on the notifications. But all that being said and done, let's jump right into it and let's see what happened today. So honestly, overall, a pretty, I don't know, I wouldn't say a quiet day, but things were pretty much sideways. Like things picked a direction pretty early in the day and pretty much just traded sideways for the rest of the day. So Tesla ending the day almost 3% down today, which isn't, I mean, compared to some of the days we've had recently, it's not too bad. A pretty muted day, I mean 3% muted day for the most part, which is, it is what it is. But like I did say yesterday's video, that if I had to pick a direction that I'll put my money on as to where we're going to go next, it is going to be temporarily to the downside. And that's exactly what is happening. We are going temporarily to the downside. Now, I did say how I do feel there's an overall bullish pattern setting up, and I still stand by that 100%. So but I just mentioned that it might take a bit longer to play out if we decide to push downwards, which we currently are. So what I expect to happen is I expect tomorrow for us to retest this around 9:20 one more time, probably one more rejection, and then I expect Friday/Monday to be a push down to this 850 level. Now, the reason I expect we're going to go down to this 850, 840 level is because number one, I think we're going to gap fill this 847-ish level. I think we're going to bounce off of that fairly strong, and then I think next week we're going to be pushing out, and I think next week is going to be the week where the bullishness comes in really nicely. So the good thing about that is the fact that it's also going to be setting up a beautiful inverse head and shoulders if we do play out the way I think we will, which will be a left shoulder, head, and then this will form the right shoulder here, which will also perfectly gap fill and everything. And honestly, the setup just looks juicy. And assuming this general level holds, like, essentially as long as this rough gap fill holds right here around, the 847-ish, 850 level, as long as that holds and we don't really fall too far below, like let's say 840, I think we're setting up beautifully. And I really think this will be a beautiful head and shoulders pattern, which is of course a bullish pattern, the inverse one. And I think we're going to, from that, break out of this downward channel that we've been in for quite a while, honestly, ever since the beginning of the month roughly. I think we'll break out of it. I really do. And I think off of that, we're going to be looking quite nice going into the rest of February. Fairly bullish overall there. And then we'll see from there, of course. We'll tackle it as it comes and as it goes, right? Of course, the stock market, especially nowadays, can just flip at any moment, it feels like. But that's currently what I see, which I think is really bullish, because people probably think that I'm like, it's like, oh man, you said you're bullish. Why is it down almost 3%? Stocks will only go up if you want to see a little bit of a pullback here. It's healthy. This is what sets up the bullish play, right? These kind of pullbacks right here, based on how far we pull back, that's what sets up the bull play, in my opinion. So again, having this gap being filled, super bullish. As long as we don't like fall far below it, I think that's setting up an insanely bullish pattern, and I think I like where it's going. I really do. So far so good, in my opinion. So again, guys, I am still predicting, with a fairly high certainty, that we are most likely going to be dropping to this 850 level. Don't be worried. I personally think that would be a great time to blow it up, not financial advice. And then of course, assuming that level holds, I think we're setting up for a nice little rally. Now, Facebook apparently reporting after hours, wow, down 12%. Oh my goodness, what just happened to Facebook? That's not good. Something bad happened to Facebook. It's just absolutely plummeting off a cliff, bringing down essentially the QQQ and Tesla with it as well. So this might be what essentially plays out and forces us for this, small little, downward movement, if you will. Yeah, you can see it's bringing everything down right now with it, which is pretty interesting. What the hell? I need to take a look at that after and see what the hell happened to Facebook. My goodness, what? Huh? Meta platform Q4 EPS 3.67 misses a 3.84 estimate. That's pretty bad. And the sales of a 33.67 billion beats a 33. Okay, so the sales were pretty much flat. Not too much of a beat, but they severely missed on the EPS. I was not even close, in all honesty. My goodness, that's really bad. That's quite a miss on the EPS. Amazon is taking a bit of a hit here, though. I think Amazon's reporting earnings tomorrow. That'll be another period. The date is, wait, what? Yeah, tomorrow. Amazon's reporting tomorrow, so that's going to determine a bit more with this QQQ move. But yeah, this QQQ move currently is moving downwards, mainly because of the Facebook miss, which is going to be, in my opinion, what is going to force us to play out this, small little downward play. So again, guys, especially after this, and especially if Amazon's miss tomorrow, or if Amazon misses tomorrow, again, I'm definitely expecting this to play out. It's going to push Tesla down, which I think will force it down to 850-ish gap fill. And then I think hopefully off of that will shoot up. But wow, Facebook down 15%. That's pretty bad, man. That's quite a move for Facebook. Facebook doesn't usually move that much, honestly. It's a pretty stagnant stock, or I guess Meta. 15% on Facebook is a disgusting move. My God, that's really bad. Anyway, so let's take a very quick look at the indices over here. So you can take a look at the indices. You know, it's, you know, generally playing out. I mean, honestly, the indices aren't looking that bad. I mean, another pretty green day today. So right now we're currently sitting at 364 on this, which is actually below this line. But we'll see where that goes, of course, as the market opens tomorrow. But you can see how the QQQ, for instance, did essentially break out and kind of bounce off the top of this. So now this resistance is considered support, and you can see resistance broke out, got rejected at this level, which I have a line for around this, you know, 370 level, fell back down, and now it's considered support, and now it's supporting. Boom, 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 supporting, bounced up, and now it's kind of stuck in this little wedge that it wants to break out of. However, the catalyst of Facebook missing this aggressively, 16% on Facebook. Mike, that's disgusting. That's really bad. That's really bad. It might just force it to come back into this, you know, little bear flag, and we'll see what happens with that. Of course, I do have a little bit of puts on the QQQ as a hedge, not a lot, honestly. It was very small compared to my exposure to the long side on Tesla, but I do have calls I sold. I have calls that I sold on Monday for Tesla at 940 and 980. So, like I said, you know, hard rejection at 940. So I'm obviously not buying back. I felt pretty confident about that we're not going to breach it just yet, which we didn't. So I still have those calls, and they're going to start, you know, the theta is going to start kicking in really hard tomorrow on these bad boys, especially if we move downwards, which we are. So yeah, that's essentially what I'm expecting, guys. Moving along to the SPY very quickly, you can see very similar move as to the QQQ. You know, it came up here, resistance, held, broke out, and then support. A little bit of support action here, support. And then we're holding up above here as well. And then we'll see how this plays out tomorrow. So the issue is the fact that it was setting up in a pretty bullish move, but Facebook is now also bringing down a lot of things with it. Like a lot of things are being dragged down with Facebook's 18% move to the downside. That is like an obscene move to the downside. Like ridiculous drop for Facebook. That's horrible. Like that's really bad. Like that's quite atrocious in my opinion. That's like essentially worst case scenario, it feels like, for Facebook right now. So that is like QQQ is down 1.5% after hours off of that. That is like really bad, man. Tomorrow's gonna be a bloodbath, which I think is gonna be what plays out Tesla as well, like I said. So guys, that's gonna be what I'm predicting right now. Again, if Tesla's being dragged down by the QQQ because other things are missing, like Facebook, maybe Amazon, great buying opportunity. Not financial advice, but just my opinion. That's just that's how I see it, guys. That's essentially how I see it. So yeah, with all that being said and done, guys, that's what I'm currently predicting. I'm going to be buying a lot more. On my tax-free account, I did sell Tesla at 928, I believe it was, yesterday or the day before. I can't remember. And I'm expecting, I'm buying back in at this 850 level. That's where I'm going to be buying back in. I'm expecting it to go there tomorrow or Friday. And yeah, off of that, we'll see what happens. But either way, thank you all so much for watching, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below. And I'll see you for tomorrow's update. Peace.